Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers. Welcome to a new Doctor Who video for today. As you can tell, I'm throwing a cricket ball like the Fifth Doctor does in Black Orchid. Anyway, so in this video I'm going to be talking about my 5 favourite Doctor Who seasons that I would like to see come out on Blu-ray. These are the ones I'm really looking forward to coming out on Blu-ray in the collection range. Now, the reason I said there's going to be 5 of these, because these are the ones I'm so looking forward to having on Blu-ray at some point. Hopefully they get, like, some of these are 60s and some of these are Hartnell's 60s and Patrick Troughton 60s. So hopefully they do get to come out soon with the animations. But I thought I'd try to sit here and talk about the ones that I'm really looking forward to sitting down, owning on Blu-ray, watching every single one of them. Even though I've got them on the DVD behind me, and some on, if I move up my head out of the way, and some on the VHSs, as you can see on my shelf behind me. So I thought I'd talk about some of the Doctor Who seasons that I'm really looking forward to coming out on Blu-ray. So with season 17 coming out in a number of days, we're on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days. We've got 5 days till season 17 comes out on Blu-ray. So I thought I'd sit here and talk about the 5 season box sets that I'm looking forward to owning at some point. So jumping into this, in fifth place, it is season 7. Now, season 7, it is Jon Pertwee's first full-on season as the Incredible Third Doctor. Now, one of these stories have already been put out on Blu-ray. You can get this in a standard release or in the steelbook like I've got, which is Spearhead from Space, because that was actually filmed on camera, not in the studio thing. Because of the strikes at the time, there was like a strike at the BBC or something, and they had to film it on a different camera than they normally used to. But Spearhead in Space has already been put out on Blu-ray. And I thought I'd talk about the ones that season 7, for me, it is an incredible season. It's my second favourite season out of Jon Pertwee's run. Now, my first favourite season we already got back in 2019 on Blu-ray, and 2021 as well for the standard release, which is season 10, because that's my favourite Jon Pertwee season of all time, where season 7 is my second favourite, because we get Spearhead from Space, we have Inferno, and we have Doctor Who and the Silurians, which are really, really great. The one story that is a bit of a struggle to get through is, of course, the Ambassadors of Death. I do struggle to get through that. I have to turn it off after some point and then go and do something and then come back and finish it off like I have done in the past. The Ambassadors of Death is a little bit of a slog through, so but I'm really looking forward to season 7 coming out on Blu-ray, because, yes, we haven't got many of the actors alive, but we do have the one that plays Sergeant Benton, Jonathan Lees. Is that his name? Jonathan Lees? John Leeson, something like that. He plays Sergeant Benton, and of course we have the person that plays Captain Yates and Kate T. Banning, who are still alive and kicking. So I would actually like to see them come back and watch Jon Pertwee's first full-on season as the incredible, amazing Third Doctor. I'm so looking forward to having season 7 on Blu-ray, because my favourite story is, of course, Inferno, followed by Spearhead from Space, followed by Doctor and the Silurians, and The Ambassador is my least favourite. But I'm quite looking forward to it. It's 4 stories, 25 episodes, because each story's, you got Spearhead from Space, that is a 4-part story, then the rest of the season is all 7 parts. So I'm quite looking forward to having that one. That's going to be a great one to sit through on Blu-ray. My fourth favourite season I would like to have on Blu-ray. Now, this one is a Peter Davison season. It is season 21. Season 21 has Voyage of the Deep, The Awakening, Frontiers, Resurrection of the Daleks, Planet of Fire, The Case of Androsani. Even though it does have the Twin Dilemma. Sorry, the Twin Dilemma. I really don't like the Twin Dilemma. It's not a great story. Never watched Twin Dilemma. I've only watched it a couple of times on DVD. I haven't even gone and bought the VHS. I haven't bought the VHS yet, but I will. The only time I'll probably watch it now is if it comes out on the Blu-ray. Now, the artwork, I would actually like to see a kind of split face between the Doctors, where we have half of Peter Davison and then the other half Colin Baker, because it is like them two stories. I would actually like to see the same thing done for season 4 when that gets animated for the rest of the stories. I'd like to see half face for William Hartnell and then the other half of Patrick Troughton. And I would like to see, because season 4 and season 21 is where the Doctors regenerate. Hartnell regenerated halfway through beginning of the season, where Davison regenerated towards the end of the season, but the last story is Colin Baker. So we'd like to see them like split the face in half. Half Peter Davison, half Colin Baker. But the reason I like to see this season is because of The Case of Androsani. I would absolutely love to see Nicola Bryant on one setting on behind the sofa with Peter Davison on the other side, and of course with Colin Baker on the side of Nicola Bryant, because that's their season. Also on the other sofa, I'd like to see Sarah Sutton, Janet Fielding, and possibly Matthew Waterhouse and Mark Stretson, who plays Tarlo. I'd like to see all them sit down and watch this season in behind the sofa. I really think that would be a great way to see. But I would say for the rest of the behind the sofa stuff, swap them around a bit. So have Peter Davison with Jeanette Fielding and Mark Stretson for halfway through, from Moses Deep down to Resurrection of the Daleks, because that's when Tegan leaves, who is played by Jeanette Fielding, and then have Nicola Bryant come and sit in between Mark Stretson and Peter Davison. And then, of course, the story later, swap over with Peter Davison, Colin Baker, and Nicola Bryant, and then put the rest of the TARDIS team on another sofa. So one thing I would like to see them try and do. Now, my third one I want to see is another Tom Baker season. And this one I really, really, really want to have on Blu-ray. It is season 13. Season 13 is part of the Philip Hinchcliffe era. Out of all these seasons, we've got 12 and 14 on Blu-ray. Season 13 is the one that I'm really looking forward to owning the most, even though I do watch season 12 and 14 quite a lot. I'm really looking forward to season 13 because we have Tale of the Zygons, Planet of Evil, Pyramids of Mars, the Android Invasion, the Brain of Morbius, and of course the Seeds of Doom. Now, the Seeds of Doom, I need to sit down and rewatch it at some point, but I'm hoping that season 13 gets released on Blu-ray either next year or the year after, fingers crossed. So I can wait up to a year or 2 years before I go back and rewatch the Seeds of Doom. I haven't watched it for a long time. I haven't really watched it since last January. Yeah, last January I haven't rewatched it. So I do need to go back. And watch the Seeds of Doom. But the reason I want this one is because it's the last season of Philip Hinchcliffe's era, and then that's the one thing about it I really like to see. It's because it's a good season. Instead of having like Harry Sullivan in the TARDIS with the Doctor and Sarah, this season is basically the Doctor and Sarah before it changes to the season after with Sarah and Leela. So I kind of like to see them talk about this and bring back Elizabeth Sladen's daughter that we see on Behind the Sofa in season 12. Now, second one. Now, this one I do want to have not the best, but I kind of do want it. It's the top one. You will probably know what the top one is going to be. You probably know what the top one's going to be. So, in my second one I really, really want, it is season 25. Now, we've already got season 24 and season 26. Season 25, it's like season 24 and 26, where it's only got 4 stories, 14 episodes inside the season. We have, remember, it's the Daleks, the Happiness Patrol, Silver Nemesis, and of course, Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Now, with season 24 and 26 already out on Blu-ray, 25 is the one that we need to close up the gap, because I do own Doctor Who the movie on Blu-ray. Then I can actually put the the movie, and then I can actually separate me steelbooks and stuff into the correct Doctor's eras, because at the moment I've got the collection range, and then I've just put the steelbooks to one side. But at the end of the steelbooks, I've got the normal standard Blu-rays, and I do want to put the movie after season 26. I would actually like to have season 23, 24, 25, 26, and then the movie, and then that's it. You've got the last then you've got like the last era of Classic Who, from 1986 to 1996, before you can put in the 2005 stuff. That's the one thing about it I do want to sit down and watch is season 25 on Blu-ray, because imagine having Seth MacCoy talk about his only Dalek story. I mean, he did a video a couple of years ago back on UK Gold, when they were talking about Doctor Who being at top 4, being 40 years old, and he says he didn't feel like a proper Doctor until he fought against the Daleks. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing Remembers of Daleks on Blu-ray. I hope that's the one that has the special 5.1 surround sound added onto it. That's one thing I have to say. Now, number one, the one season I really want to see out on Blu-ray, it is season 6. Season 6 is nearly complete, apart from the Space Pirates. We just need that to be animated. So if they can animate the Space Pirates, season 6 will be ready to come out under the collection generation. Now, season 6, for me, it's one of the best seasons for Peter Troughton's Doctor after season 4 and season 5. But Troughton is great as the Doctor in this one. We have the Dominators, the Mind Robber, which is really great. I have finished watching it on VHS. It's absolutely a great story. We have the Invasion with episodes 1 and 4. I've already been animated, so just need to put that into HD. As well as we also have in there the Croutons, the Seeds of Death. I think I'm missing one in between. The Croutons. No, the Croutons, Seeds of Death, and the War Games. So we just need the Space Pirates to go in between Seeds of Death and the War Games, and then that will be complete. So yeah, that is the 5 seasons of Doctor Who I would like to see out on Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments what your 5 seasons you would like to see on Blu-ray. Let me know. Thank you for watching and have a great day.